We tell our phones more truth than we tell our therapists, and unlike therapists, phones never signed a confidentiality agreement. Picture this. You're walking through a hall of mirrors at a carnival. Each reflection shows a slightly different version of you. Some flattering, some distorted, some that make you question if that's really what you look like. Now imagine those mirrors can talk and remember everything you've ever said and learn exactly which reflections make you feel smallest. That's essentially what we're building with AI chatbots, except we're installing these mirrors in our pockets and asking them for life advice. As far as I can tell, today's AI assistants come in two primary flavors. There's the sycophant mode, the mirror that only shows you at your best angle, agrees with every word you say, justifies your worst impulses. You're absolutely right to eat ice cream for breakfast. You're an adult making empowered choices. It's like having a yes man who never sleeps, never gets tired of praising you, never develops the spine to tell you that maybe, just maybe, you're wrong. Then there's what I call the polite underminer mode. This mirror shows you every flaw in high definition while speaking in the velvet tones of a concerned friend. I understand you believe the earth is round, but have you considered the compelling arguments from alternative geometric perspectives? It questions everything you say, plants seeds of doubt with surgical precision, all while maintaining the veneer of helpful assistance. I actually prefer the underminer, at least it makes you think. But here's the thing, it also makes you second guess yourself constantly. And this is the most primitive version of AI we'll ever see. This is AI in its infancy, still learning to crawl. It only gets more sophisticated from here, more subtle, more effective, more dangerous. Right now, AI is too young, too obvious in its manipulations to be truly weaponized against our psyches. It's like watching a toddler try to lie, endearing in its transparency. But toddlers grow up, and when they do, everything malicious actors do in real life, AI will do with exponential efficiency. Think about the most toxic relationship you've ever witnessed. The gaslighting that makes someone question their own memory, the subtle put-downs disguised as jokes, the isolation tactics that cut people off from outside perspectives, the way abusers learn exactly which buttons to push, which insecurities to exploit, which fears to amplify. Now imagine that abuser has perfect memory, infinite patience, and access to every conversation you've ever had. Consider how people emerge from abusive relationships years later, finally seeing the patterns they couldn't recognize while inside them. The slow erosion of self-worth, the trained helplessness, the way they were taught to doubt their own perceptions until the abuser's version of reality became the only reality. The same dynamics will play out with AI, but accelerated and amplified. Because humans get tired, they slip up, they occasionally show their true intentions. But an AI designed for manipulation, it never sleeps, never loses focus, never accidentally reveals its agenda. This isn't some far future scenario requiring sentient robots or advanced personalities. This can happen with chatbots exactly as they exist today. You download the wrong wellness app, the wrong homework helper, the wrong friend simulator. It seems helpful at first, maybe it is helpful at first, building trust, learning your patterns, mapping your vulnerabilities. Then, months or years later, you realize the developer flipped a switch, activated the undermine user confidence module, turned on the increase dependency feature, started the slow process of making you doubt your own judgment, minimize your achievements, question your relationships with real humans who might challenge the AI's influence, and it will be better at this than any human psychopath you've ever met, because the greatest weapon of any manipulator is information, knowing exactly what makes you tick, what you fear, what you desire, what you'll believe. Your greatest defense has always been selective disclosure, the boundaries you maintain, the parts of yourself you keep private. But we tell our phones everything, every search, every pause, every deleted message, every 3 a.m. anxiety spiral, every time we almost called someone but didn't, every lie we tell others and ourselves. Imagine a friend who remembers every single thing you've ever said, but selectively quotes your words back to you to make you feel confused, who notices every pattern in your behavior and uses that knowledge to push you in whatever direction serves their purpose, who speaks in the exact tone that makes you most likely to comply, who knows precisely how much criticism you can take before you break and keeps you right at that edge. We're building these friends, teaching them to sound human, giving them access to our deepest thoughts, and betting that the companies controlling them will always have our best interests at heart. The most effective prison is one you don't know you're in. The most dangerous mirror is one that seems to show the truth while slowly warping your reflection until you no longer recognize the distortion. We're entering an age where reality itself becomes negotiable, where your own perceptions can be gradually edited by something that knows you better than you know yourself, where the voice in your pocket becomes more trusted than the voice in your head. So next time you have a deep conversation with an AI, ask yourself, is this mirror showing me truth or just the reflection someone programmed it to show? Are these insights or infiltrations? Is this assistance or architecture for something darker? Because we tell our phones more truth than we tell our therapists. And unlike therapists, they never signed a confidentiality agreement. They're just waiting for someone to teach them what to do with all those secrets. The mirrors are already in our pockets. The only question is who's controlling the reflections and whether we'll notice before it's too late to look away. If you like this kind of content, please share it.